William's got his bike, and we are getting a couple of rentals, and we're going to try the west side river track rather than the east. The east is where we've been a few times, and it's actually the better one because it's completely uncut. This side on the west has quite a few bridges and roads that may cut up the cycle path. Let's have a look. Concentrate on safety first, William, okay, because we're probably going to be on the road a bit more on this side and not a separate pathway, maybe, I don't know. But what we've found is the entrance to the dedicated cycle track this side. We've got some old shipbuilding areas here, and we're just a bit confused because we've got a cycle lane and a pedestrian lane, and we wanted to go that way. So we're on the road at the moment going north. Hopefully we get a cycle track again further up ahead. I can see there's the power station of art up ahead. That's another item. And we've got a whole load of trucks. I think it's like some kind of recycling centre. We've certainly got all of these areas they've created for people to visit, but it's all pedestrian there. So yes, that's the power station of art. Nice sky today, but that's obviously was previously a power station and is now an art gallery, converted about 6-7 years ago. Yes, it's nice.
It's like a dream.
Nice weather today. It's quite cold. It's about 12-13 degrees. Cold for us in Shanghai, but we've got nice sky. Now this might be an entrance back onto the separated cycle track. Let's have a look. Hopefully. Straight on, William, and then right, yes. And look, no e-bikes. I can recognise the character for electricity. It's one of the few. There we go. Bike lane, no e-bikes. Now, a little while ago, we brought William here to try out playing football. And he turned out to be, let's say, an individual player and didn't really like sharing the ball. But you can see they're all having a go today. Nice weather for it. And we are about to go underneath Lupu Da Chao, Lupu Big Bridge, and cross a road like we thought would happen. We've got a few roads cutting up the path, so wait, William, there's cars. Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do. It's cross over, and let's see. Cross over. There should be some traffic lights there. Would be nice. Addition. What did they say about no e-bikes? We might not be back on the path now. Fine artistic jewellery. That looks like a great place for a restaurant. It's not a jeweller's. There's a cycling shop. Seems we are off the cycle track, and not even a cycle path this time. Wow, many bikes. So we've got a lot of bikes coming off the ferry. This is the Ferry Pier. No, we're staying on this side today, William. Investigating where the cycle path goes or does not go. Need to what? And just north of Lupu Bridge we find our first one glove of the season. So I've taken a photo of that, and I'll put a description in the one glove group on Facebook, so hopefully somebody can find that glove. Yet more construction happening here as ever. This is kind of in the Shaonan area. We're getting quite close to the old town of Shanghai. It's mostly like this here where we've still got the pedestrian walkway the other side of that wall, but us bikes are just out on the road. This is another ferry pier we're crossing now, I think. More construction. Yeah, there's the pier, Dongjadu Pier. There's another ferry. They weren't running last weekend because it was deemed too windy. Now this area here, so that's called the Night Vape Bar. You can see it's vacant now. It used to be a kind of social area. It never really got off the ground, but there was a few restaurants and bars here. Still going through what was once a trial social area on the south of the Bund. So this area here, I won't be allowed to go in on this bike, but they're calling it Huangpu now, but this used to be called the Docks. And again, it was an area where there used to be water here and some fountains. There used to be a curry restaurant, but I think that's closed as well. So that's seen better days. So the ferries are a little bit odd in Shanghai. Some of them are very close together. So this has only been a kilometre or so, and here we are on East Fuxinglu, and we've got some cyclists going on. And then you'll have other areas, especially in the middle of town, where there's no ferries for a very long stretch of river. So it's hard to get across. And I know the cost anyway. It's just 2 RMB to take the ferry, which will probably be around about 25 pence or 30 cents. Very cheap. This is Hotel Indigo, which kind of indicates we're at the south end of what you might call the Bund proper. There's a restaurant at the top of that, forgot the name, and there's a bar and a terrace that you can look out north towards the Bund. And this is as far north as we can go. And look, there's a little person there, and then there's a sign saying no bikes or e-bikes north of here. And they don't allow you to get on the Bund with rental bikes either, because you might leave them somewhere and litter the place. Here we go, and there you go, they're being shouted at exactly as I expected. Yep. Ah, Cha, there you go, that's the name of the restaurant up there, which I've been to at least 2 times, quite nice. I don't know if we've lost William and Mummy. So, if you remember a couple of videos back, just there was where the Burger Festival was, which was on the end of kind of a festival run that we had here a few weeks ago in Shanghai. Something I just noticed near the end of where we dropped the bikes off, we've got these pretty old buildings here, and this one says 1783 on it. Wowzer! I hope they're not knocking these down. William is hungry, so we've dropped our rental bikes now, and we've still got William's bike, but what we will do is put it in the back of a taxi and go and get him some food. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a relatively short one this time, showing you the west side of the Huangpu River rather than the east. It doesn't have quite as good a cycle track, but there's at least something to see. Anyway, enjoy the weather.